Hey Scruffy, how you doing? So it was a really nice day today. Sun came out, warmed up. Forecast was a little wrong. It's kind of right, but not completely. So the forecast said it was going to be partly cloudy to overcast, and it would be much colder than it actually was. It was actually warm. Today ended up warmer than yesterday, and they were predicting I think cooler. Surprised you're so meowy. Scruffy got extra kibble for lunch today, so I didn't think he'd be all that hungry. Okay. So, yeah, so the weather forecast was a little off. It was actually a really nice day today. It was, we finally broke pretty decisively that trend where our days have not been much warmer than our nights. So yeah, the days, today, there's another big temperature differential, so it was pretty reasonable today. And yeah, I could hear all the birds chirping, so it sounds like spring. So it's like a very nice spring day. I'm not sure if the season's changed yet, but officially, but it seems like it's very much like a spring day. Um, Forecast, I think, has one more day of nice weather tomorrow, and then we're going to get another, or alleged, storm system for, I think, the following 3 days, and then it may clear up again. But originally, the forecast it's going to be much colder today and tomorrow, and definitely warmed up today. So I'm not sure where tomorrow lies. But yeah, they're actually forecasting overnight, last night, that we get very close to freezing temperatures. It did actually get very cold last night, but yeah, it didn't quite get as cold as they predicted. Although I think it was still it was in that ballpark. It probably, among the coldest nights we've gotten this winter. So I did check up on Scruffy before I went to bed, see if he was using the shelter, and I didn't see him anywhere, so I don't think he did. So today at lunch, I needed to refill Scruffy's kibble containers that I keep inside. So I keep the big giant bags of kibble out here in a plastic storage bin because they're really big bags. But I have smaller containers I can conveniently access that I keep inside. And I've used up all the kibble, so I needed to refill it today. And so I tried the multitask today, and while Scruffy was eating lunch, I was trying to refill my containers. And yeah, Scruffy doesn't handle change that well usually, so I tend to freak him out when I do things a little differently. He actually handled it, I think, okay today. As long as I was like far away from Scruffy, and while he was eating, he was okay with it. Anytime I had to take a step towards him, then yeah, he kind of walked away. So like a couple times, the first time I forgot I left the kibble container on this side of the table, and the kibble the kibble bags are near cat carrier on the other side of the table. And so I had to walk over here again where Scruffy's eating, and yeah, he kind of quickly walked away when I made a move towards him in his direction, and then resumed eating when I went back to working on the kibble. Yeah. Grabby tonight. And then, yeah, Scruffy is kind of used to me spilling kibble when I refill the containers, so he usually gets like extra kibble. And I think he was distracted today, so he might not notice me spilling any, but I'd spilled it, of course. And I decided I was going to, leave out a little bit of kibble for him on the table where I spilled it, but I was also going to put some of it inside the carrier where there's now straw, and I was going to put a little bit inside the new shelter, which also has straw. And the reason I've done that with the carrier in the past is just to get him acclimated to the carrier, even though it really hasn't worked over 2 years now. But yeah, kind of out of habit. I just say, okay, I'm going to try it one more time. And then since we got a brand new shelter, thought I'd put a little bit of kibble in the shelter as well. And I know Scruffy has been on the table. The kibble's gone, and I saw him this afternoon sleeping on the table. So I figure he's already gotten all the kibble in the shelter. But yeah, I'll probably check it tomorrow when there's more daylight and a little bit warmer. Although the temperature's not bad right now. Not wearing the glove on my camera hand to keep me warm tonight. It's a little warmer tonight. So my hand can be cold without numbing. So Scruffy's calmed down here, so yep, spoke too soon. It's about to give him his food. Yeah, good turn there. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm gonna give him his food, and then yeah, he does that. Okay, let's get your food. So let's see here. Yeah, so I mentioned, I saw Scruffy on the table sleeping this afternoon. That was after he ate the kibble on the table. And then, let's see. And then I interacted with him at lunch. Because I decided I was going to multitask today, I wanted to basically get the kibble out, or refill my kibble containers while he's eating. But while I'm doing that, I can't film because I need both hands. So yeah, I don't have as much of footage today of him eating. Hey, Scruffy. Sun came out. It's warmer today too. That was going to be overcast, partly cloudy, but it actually is really bright. So I need to refill your kibble containers. So I think I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna give you your food, and I'm gonna work on the containers while you eat. Let's see how much that throws you off. I know you don't handle change very well, but let's see if I can do this. So I'm gonna put the containers on the table here. So we have to get in Scruffy's way. And then I put the water down here. And I'm gonna put the bowl. Till there. And yeah, Scruffy's wondering, why am I over here? Okay, I'm gonna let Scruffy eat and back away. Whoops, that's the kibble container. And okay, I think this will work. So I gotta turn off the camera so I can get the kibble. Tonight's dinner is meaty pate, super supper, and kibble. No more real turkey, so that's all gone now. It's probably gone for the rest of the season until the next holidays. I wish they sold cheap turkey year round. It's a really good deal when they put that out during the holidays, but then they all go away, and can't even find them even on like at a retail price. I think the best you can find is a frozen turkey sometimes in the frozen section. So let's see. Tonight's also the last of the can of the super supper. So we'll get another flavor tomorrow. Probably be the meaty pate, real chicken and tuna. Is it? And yeah, I put extra kibble in the bowl. Probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I put just a little bit, just because my containers are full, and yeah, I thought, well, I don't have the turkey tonight. Probably should give them a little bit extra. But then after the fact, I remembered, oh wait, I already gave them a whole bunch of extra kibble at lunch today, so it doesn't really need it. But oh well. So yeah, so while I was working on the kibble, refilling my kibble containers, yeah, Scruffy for the most part just kept eating. So I guess he's tolerating me a little better. I think before, if I tried something like that, he'd probably back away a lot. I don't think he would have actually continued eating. I think he would have been very, very suspicious of me. But I guess he was hungry enough and less suspicious of me enough that, yeah, he was at least able to eat when I wasn't next to him. As I got closer to him, then yeah, he had to back away. Yeah, I was running a little behind again today, so didn't feel like waiting for him to eat first while refilling the kibble container. We'll try to do them at the same time. So yeah, I still haven't fixed my sleep schedule from that other night where I didn't get to sleep until sunrise. So I'm still waking up late. So I took another sleeping pill last night. I didn't take one the night before. But yeah, I tried to take one last night. Go to sleep early. Try to wake up early. And yeah, I went to sleep early, but yeah, didn't wake up that much earlier. So still woke up late. So yeah. I don't really feel like doing it the other way of resetting my schedule where I stay up all night. I don't feel like doing that again. At least not without a strong purpose. And oh, I left. Yeah, so when I put the kibble in the carrier and the shelter, at first I put the kibble in the carrier on top of the straw, and then I realized it falls into the straw, and I don't know if Scruffy's gonna be able to get it out. So I put a little bit at the base of the carrier where there wasn't any straw, and then I eventually tried to fish out the kibble that I put in the back, and I tried to like make a little opening in the straw so there was like a clear area where you could just snap up the kibble without having to get a mouthful of straw. And then later I did the same thing in the shelter. So in the back corner, I moved all the straws to the kind of away from the corner, and I put a couple pieces in there. So I'll check tomorrow, but I'm sure they're gone by now. But yeah, it's a little Easter egg kibble hunt for Scruffy. So my hope was just making him interact with the straw. He might say, "Oh, this is actually nice material. I'm going to sleep here." But yeah, I think he might be just too terrified of any enclosed spaces to use them. So I don't know if he's ever going to use it. But yeah, so my containers are full. I'm actually surprised the Kirkland bag, which I bought second, is actually almost empty. So I've been using more of the Kirkland than Meow Mix, I think. Um, I think there's probably maybe one more container's worth left in the bag. Oh, Scruffy's done. So I'll have to buy more kibble. I can wait till after I need to go back into the container. And then we got the Meow Mix to tie this over. Move the balls. Yeah, there's pate under the balls. So yeah, I forgot how many months it takes me to go through the container, but so yeah, got a little. I think we got a little while before I need to go buy more cat food, because we'll get through this container, and then we'll have the next container, and then somewhere in that middle, I'll probably need to buy more kibble. But yeah, it's still a little ways off. But yeah, food inflation everywhere. It's gonna suck. But yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, there's a chance that at least in the short term, food prices might drop a little. So I'll be keeping an eye out to see if food prices drop temporarily and stock up on some things, and then they'll probably go back up. So I was reading some history of food inflation in the, I think it was the 70s, and yeah, it was very spiky. So even though inflation was really bad throughout the entire decade, food was very volatile. So it could be up like 20% in one year and then fall and like give it all back the next year, and then it'll just go back up at the following year or something like that. Um, so yeah, anyway, this research was implying that don't expect food to constantly go up. Expect it to be very volatile. So when it looks like it's really expensive, pull it off. It'll probably crash, and then it'll come back down temporarily. That's when you buy, stock up, and then it'll go back up again, and it'll probably be worse the next time. Yeah, Scruffy's done. Got a lot of food tonight, Scruffy. So hope you're satisfied. Suppose you're still hanging out here. Thought you'd be walking away. I think he misses the turkey, huh? I don't know. Let's go back for the bowl. Yeah, I didn't heat the food tonight, so it's firmer, colder, meaty pate tonight. It's going that way this time. Okay, I'm gonna get up. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.